There's so many ideas and so many submissions we get where we look at it and we go, a talk is the wrong format for this idea, but it's a really cool idea. This is an idea that deserves to be shared at a PyCon. PyCon Fair, you can kind of think of it as a poster session with pizzazz. Submitters will get a table, an A0 poster, and they can do whatever they like as long as they don't break the code of conduct and they don't break the venue.
All of these microcontrollers here all can run MicroPython. And so what we've got is basically just some applications and a few cute little things, some that we've created, some that other people have created. People think of microcontrollers and they think of like turning a light on or off or something very small scale. And I like to show people that's not the case. So I like saying to people, hey, this has an ESP32 in it, which has Wi-Fi. I can run Wi-Fi on this. And I talk to a web server that can all run in my house, and I don't need to send my data to unknown third parties, and I don't need to write much code. It's MicroPython. There's a great community that's been built over the years that are happy to help out. With the advent of the RP2040 by the Raspberry Pi Foundation, there's a massive increase of people using this, and that's brought more community, more educators, more information, and most stuff happens on GitHub nowadays. And yeah, come say hi on the Discord.
The point of this demo here is to show the communication between the two micros and showing that you can run a web server and a web client very easily in a few lines of code. So this demo should detect your face and put up a box where it sees it on the screen.
Oh, I have always been a big cricket fan. And then during the pandemic, there was no live cricket matches. So I thought maybe I'll just create teams and then randomly simulate the event. So this project was just done during the pandemic. So initially I simulated a T20 match, and then later on I extended it to actually simulate an ODI match. And right now in this work, I try to simulate a cricket World Cup. So this is the league simulation where after the league round is completed, it shows the points table. For the semi-finalist, I run the simulation for 1,000 times and then try to predict which team has a higher chance of winning the match. Most likely it's gonna be Australia and England final based on this prediction.
Well, this is my terrible Midi Guitar controller, which has been rewired to remove its original role as a PlayStation 2 controller, and it's now a PC MIDI synthesizer controller. The frets up there, and then pressure sensor there. I just thought it would be a bit of fun, a bit of a first experiment in trying out some electronic music concepts without spending a significant amount of money. It's all made from stuff out of my junk box, and it doesn't work very well, but it works well enough to inspire playing with it more. And maybe we can upgrade stuff, slightly better real-time performance, slightly nicer speakers, maybe get a few more people and have a bit of a jam. I think it'd be excellent. See.
In this project, we are building a health framework so we are working with indigenous people in North Queensland for them to store their own health data and have their own ownership of their own health data. So far, we have built 3 applications. So one application for the individual patients and one application for the health center, doctors and nurses and everyone, and one application here. This one is more specifically built upon their requirement for health workers. So what they do is they go out there in the community, they collect health data from patients, and they record this data into their current system. Currently, they are doing it in paper-based. So they wanted to have this kind of a system or a form-based system to record that health data. We are really glad to be here presenting these applications to this Python community because part of this work is based on Python. So we are building pipelines in these current systems.
It's great to see everyone again. There's so many people who I really only see at these events. And I think especially now a lot of us are working from home, working remotely, working for companies in other countries. It's great to have these things to occasionally just get people back together, talking and kicking new ideas around.
It's a really great small preview of the idea of PyCon Fair, and we're really hoping that attendees will come through this afternoon, see what PyCon Fair is all about, see what the idea is, and come up with their own ideas for future PyCons AU. It's always really exciting to have new people come into PyCon AU, and the combination of new people and a new format and new ideas is really great for keeping the conference alive and fresh and awesome.